Welcome to another episode of Bulldog TV. I'm Jorlin.
And I'm Emmie. And Bulldog TV starts now. Starting off this episode, we want to say congratulations to our amazing boys soccer team. You guys had an amazing season. Here's a quick look at a hype video produced by Karina and Alexis. Great job on getting that ring.
SHS takes a pride in not only the diversity found in the hallway, but also in classes offered. Michaela and Krista show us what happens behind the classroom door of 908.
This class isn't a normal class.
So we started the class several years ago because we had started using podcasts in our world history class, but we realized it didn't have this kind of impact that we hoped that it would. So we decided, instead of bringing podcasts into world history, that we might create a class just using podcasts and examine all of social studies. So we thought it'd be a pretty easy process, but by the time we were done, it was about a 9-month process. We had several meetings, conference calls, a lot of paperwork to do through the state of Arkansas with the Department of Education. Once they approved it, then the school board had to approve it. And so it was a really long process, and by the time we finished, it was about 9 months. We even went into one summer, not sure if it would be offered the next year. And so there was a lot of nervousness as we developed it to put so much work into something that may or may not be approved finally. But when it did go through, it was really exciting because we had started it from scratch. And as far as we can tell, we're the only class like this that's being taught. It's any school in the state could do it, but we're the only ones that we're aware of. And we have actually, over the last several years, been contacted by schools from 10 different states and 4 different countries about how we set the class up and how we could maybe help them do the same thing in their schools.
The name of this class was changed many times, but was finally simplified to Podcast Omni.
The title of the class is Pod Class Omni, and I think we may have outsmarted ourselves a little bit when we started that, because we just kept kind of twisting and stumbling over our words when we would say podcast class, and it became a tongue twister. So we just shortened it to Pod Class, and then Omni is just a fancy word for everything. So basically in the class, we listen to podcasts about everything.
The class and podcasts are centered around social studies.
We always tie them to social studies, but the beauty of social studies is that we can make almost anything social studies.
Mr. Person had to find different ways to spread the word about his class.
Mr. Person comes into our advisory and he says, if y'all want to take the best class on campus, take my class.
Mr. Person is a fun and caring teacher.
He said, take it or I won't be able to teach it. So we took it, and it's pretty great. It's one of the best classes I've taken while I've been here.
Each class has its own unique features.
Podcast is different because when you take the class, the goal there is that you step away and having learned something. The curriculum isn't towards you feel as though you have a test to take at the end of the semester or anything of that matter. You just take the class and you step away with what you got from a podcast. It's subjective to the point of you learn something, there's something to be learned, but you can take away from it what you want.
You could take away more than you expect from Podcast Omni.
After taking pod class, I definitely had a new appreciation for podcasts, so much so that it caused me to start my own podcast. And we've been running with it ever since. Yeah, so I'd like to thank Mr. Persons for that. He's also he's a really cool guy. He's definitely one of my favorite teachers on this campus. It makes the class what it is.
With Bulldog TV, this is Michaela.
Podcast looks pretty awesome.
I wonder if it's too late to add it to my schedule.
Well, you may have to hit up the counselors with an email. We'll be right back with a quick break.
We came to HAR-BER Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as HAR-BER.
HAR-BER Bank, our customers say it best.
Bulldog fans, keep up with your favorite team all year long with the official app of Springdale Bulldog Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Springdale Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things Bulldog. Schedule, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Springdale Bulldogs, proudly presented by McClarty Daniel. Download today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
A highlight of this past school year had to be when local businesses and industry partners stopped by and showed up some of the technology they get to use. Jose, Kevin, and Malini have the story.
Today, our students are learning from these 3 companies, J.B. Hunt, Tyson, and Walmart, that there are endless things they can do in technology, and technology is increasingly evolving every year, if not in months.
So today we are sharing a little bit of the technology that we had the opportunity to use in our lab. We have a lot of high-tech hardware and software that we use in order to support the company in litigations and our stores with asset protection, as well as some of our other business partners. And because of that high-tech software, a lot of people don't realize we do that, and so we have a lot of tours of our facility.
Virtual reality, it plays a crucial role at J.B. Hunt. It doesn't only look cool, but it plays a critical role in training our drivers. In the Drive app, it trains them in safety. It trains them in a lot of areas, so we're using VR in a lot of areas. So
we came here to show off an M&M sorter that our company uses with some technology using a photo eye to simulate how a photo eye or color eye would be working in one of our feed mills.
Walmart, Tyson, and J.B. Hunt have a lot of growing opportunities for our students who are still in high school right now, and those who want to study in the field of technology. Of course, as a Spanish teacher, I have to say that they have a lot of opportunities for our students who are bilingual.
Thank you to Walmart, J.B. Hunt, and Tyson for your continued support of our Bulldogs.
Let's face it, it's hard sometimes to find something to do after school. The station has a solution for you. Rebecca, Diana, and Herman have details.
The station was opened April 1st, 2017. It used to be like a TV station and a recording studio and I think a radio station as well. And then Task opened 2005. So the background story of the station is that it was created out of a need that was unfulfilled in Washington County. So we had a few projects just with Task, so kind of the parent organization of the station. And they needed like a branch in Washington County. but they also wanted to have a creative center for teens to come in with their own ideas and to just feel like have a safe place where they can feel supported in those creative endeavors. Even if we don't have the program that you're like necessarily interested in, you can come to the station and still pitch the idea to us, and we will do everything we can to help you fulfill that goal. Like if you want to come create a video game league, that's something that's happened. It wasn't an initial idea or plans, but a kid came with that idea and we're supporting him as much as we can. So if you have an idea, a goal, you just want to hang out, you want to like get to know the place, feel free to come.
The purpose of the station is to empower, encourage, and connect teens to take action in their own lives and in their own communities. The connection between the Teen Action Support Center and the station is that the station is actually an extension of the Teen Action Support Center, but on the other hand, we do help teens in many different ways, such as Tech Hog, Stitches, Rooted, and Washington County.
Station offers a broad spectrum of programs, everything from like podcasting to music production, recording, animation, graphic design, videography, there's robotics, there's things like screen printing and podcasting. So the station offers that in-house. These are after-school opportunities to learn. The plans for the future of the station include just engaging more and more teens with additional opportunities to learn and grow. And so we hope to broaden our services from a support standpoint, so to be able to connect teens with like counseling services or physical resources. But in addition to that, we're always adding new programming to engage teens and sort of unlock that potential they may have. And so we're open to new collaborations in addition to the ones we currently have. The guidance that we try to offer to teenagers always starts with whatever their interest or passion is. From there, we try to set up key like goals or objectives to reach whatever that vision is. And so we can help them from everything from like gaining community service hours for the college applications to actually meeting people in the industry that they may be interested in pursuing. We're trying to come off as a place that is not trying to, where the communication is not top down, so you're not hearing